Shalom. Praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Coming back with another lesson. It's called astronomy, showing you how Abraham came down into the land of Egypt and taught the Egyptian astronomy and arithmetic. As you see on this, the Book of the Dead, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the different customs that the Egyptians were practicing before Abraham got there and showed them the right way to go. So let's get into this book, The Complete Works of Josephus, The Antiquity of the Jews, page 38, the 8th chapter. It said he also made him a large present in money and gave him leave to enter into the conversation with the most learned among the Egyptians, from which conversation his virtue and his reputation became more conspicuous than they had been before. For whereas the Egyptians were merely addicted to different customs and despised one another's scared. So they were addicted to different customs. As you see right here, they worshiped the sun god Ra. That's the sun god Ra, so-called. You know, in Leviticus 18:3, it tells you that we was not supposed to worship the sun. But the Egyptians did because they didn't receive the laws of Moses. And the different practices is spells, because the Egyptian Book of the Dead is nothing but spells. Spell 1, I guess. Let's see. Let's see if I can find some more spells. Spell 55, spell 56, spell 57. These are nothing but spells. This is their form of knowledge. But Abraham was on a different level of knowledge than the Egyptians. So let's go back into the Antiquity of the Jews. I'm going to jump down. They say the reasoning they made use of every one for their own practices. So these spells and stuff that they was getting down with, it say demonstrate that such reasoning were vain and void of truth, whereupon he was admired by them in those conferences. So they were admired by Abraham. It say as a very wise man and one of great sagacity. It say when he discoursed on any subject he undertook, and this not only in understanding it, but persuading another. It say persuading other men also to assent to him. He communicated to them arithmetic and delivered to them science of astronomy. It say for Abram came into Egypt, they were inadequate with those parts of learning. It say for their science came from the Chaldeans into Egypt, and thence to the Greek, from thence to the Greek. So it say he communicated arithmetic unto the Egyptians. That's how they was able to build the pyramids, because Abraham gave them arithmetic. So this is the Egyptian Book of the Dead. This is the knowledge that they were dealing with before Abraham went down there and showed them arithmetic and math. I'm not saying that they were stupid, but they were smart. It's just that their knowledge that they were dealing with was not equivalent to the knowledge of Abraham, because they had their own form of writing, the hieroglyphics. That was theirs. As you see right here, the hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? The Medu Neter. They were smart, but they just wasn't dealing with the knowledge of the Abraham. They had their own form of writing, the hieroglyphics. But Abraham just was on a little more. He had more knowledge than the Egyptians at this time. So, Shalom.